Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Moments after the Senate resumed plenary on Tuesday, Chief Whip Ali Ndume raised a point of order on alleged procedural errors constantly being committed and at times overlooked by the President of the Senate, Akpabio. The error this time around was a motion by Senator Sumaila Kau on the need to reopen the Nigerian-Niger border without mentioning the title of his motion. Coming on Order 51 of the Senate Standing Rules, Ndume requested Akpabio to allow correction of any error made or observed during plenary.
The issue of saying that you have ruled, if the ruling is wrong, even the Supreme Court, when it passes judgment,
Distinguished Chief Whip.
Akpabio immediately interjected, saying that having ruled on the issues raised, it cannot be revisited. He consequently ruled Ndume out of order. Efforts by Senator Sunday Karimi from Kogi West to sustain Ndume's argument through another point of order was also swiftly ruled out of order by Akpabio. In a frantic effort to defend Akpabio, Deputy President of the Senate, Jubril Burao, quickly rose to read Order 16, which requires a substantive motion to be moved by any senator for correction or review of earlier decisions taken. His point of order was sustained by Akpabio. Infuriated by this, Ndume raised another point of order, Order 54, insisting on the correction of the alleged error.
as a way of, advising the Senate on the way we do things. Mr. President, this is the Senate. This is the Senate.
But without being allowed to make a full presentation of his arguments, the President of the Senate ruled him out of order again.
Coming before the Senate. So as we are coming under Order 54, this is what is written there. So I'm sorry, Leader, we rule you out of order.
Angered by Akpabio's action, Ndume packed his documents and stormed out of the chamber. Ndume's action subsequently forced the Senate into a closed door, but following a tip-off that the Senate was about to deliberate on this matter, he swiftly returned to join the closed-door meeting. Since his election in June 2023, Akpabio has had a series of disagreements with his colleagues, starting with an alleged deliberate sidelining of ranking All Progressive Congress and People's Democratic Party senators in the selection of principal officers of the 10th Senate. Since then, there has been widespread speculation of an impeachment plot against Akpabio. On Monday, Senator Ishaku Abu, who was removed from the Senate by the appeal court, told journalists that 5 anti-Akpabio senators, including himself and former governor of Abia State, Orji Uzor Kalu, had been penciled to be kicked out of the Senate by all means. This was on the day the Senate called on the federal government to declare a national emergency on drugs, abuse, and trafficking in Nigeria. The resolution of the Senate followed a motion by Senator Babangida Hussein, who in his lead debate said Nigeria was currently facing a rise in drug abuse which has reached an unprecedented level.
The Senate is invited to note that Nigeria is currently facing a rise in drug abuse which has reached an unprecedented level, transforming from a mere transit route in the 90s into a country filled with drug abusers and drug traffickers all over its land space.
Senate subsequently mandated its Committee on Drugs and Narcotics to partner relevant agencies and convoke a national conference on drug abuse menace with a view to discussing the issues and evolving measures to mitigate it. Omo Bazwai, Rise News.